It's Friday, hey. It's Saturday, Sunday, huh? It's Friday, yeah. It's Saturday, Sunday. What's up, everybody? It's the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff, me, Ryan McGuffey. It's Friday, and we're probably setting a record. We have to be setting a record for temperature, which behind it means there's a big-ass storm coming, and because you can't have anything nice. No, it is insane outside. I know there's wind warnings, there's severe thunderstorm warnings, so certainly be careful later. But my goodness, I say this is the best time of the year for what's ahead with the weather, St. Patty's weekend, opening day. We got basketball, got Sparty playing right now in the Big Ten tournament. All kinds of stuff going on. Love it. Jacked up. Also, just being Friday, that's already a win as well. We got comments coming in. OD, it's the best time of the year. Warmer weather, opening day, March Madness on the horizon. It's real relief from all things winter. Absolutely no doubt. Hey, Matthew. Hi, bud. 12:30. Now 12:31. I'm right here, kid. Waiting for you. Appreciate you being here. Look at it's a who's who edition of the lunch hour today. Eric Munt, yeah, supporting the Hawkeyes today. No, I didn't go to Iowa. No, I don't have kids that go to Iowa. But one of my best friends in the world is the head women's swimming and diving coach there, which is awesome. Nathan Munt. Hence, we have Eric Munt joining the party, a lifetime friend of mine. And, as Fran McCaffrey coached his last game after getting tossed in the Illinois win, he says no. We'll see. Lip Ripper, wish I was back in Chicago for St. Patty's Day. Yeah, best summer city, best St. Patty's city. I know some of you out there might throw a curveball at me on that one, but come on, man, it's Chicago. All right, 80 degrees, Swayze, right? Let's go. Let's go. Is he gone? He gone, meaning, did I not see Fran McCaffrey get canned? Did he get canned? Or are you just saying he's gone? You're just saying he's gone. Fran McCaffrey, ejected. I don't see gone yet. Okay. I don't care. Unless I saw. Oh, Fran McCaffrey officially done. The athletic director. Is that what's going on? Did I not see that? It looks like there's definitely smoke there. There's been smoke for a while. Not official. Okay, not official. Clyde, what do you think about the recent signing by the Bears? The third receiver, I got to pull up his name, 45 catches last year in Washington from the guy named Jaden Daniels. That's about the type of guy they were. Yeah, I saw Tim Patrick just re-signed. Some of you thought Tim Patrick might be a possible candidate. The former Lion, not former Lion, he signed again with the Lions. So Tim Patrick remains with Detroit. Kyle Slack. Kyle's the happiest guy on here. I'm waiting for my guy, Godfather, to come throw a curveball to Kyle's positivity. Happy Friday to you, Kyle. Rocking my new Jordan Flu Game shoes. Still can't believe the Bulls won again. 4 in a row. Guess they're the team. Guess they're following the Herb Edwards mantra. Hello, you play to win the game. I did a Bulls recap. I blame Cap. Or you can blame me, because if you check out the Bulls recap from last night, I've done the recaps while Cap's been on vacation, and the Bulls haven't lost. So I don't know. Like I said last night, at this point, I'm just laughing because they've screwed it up so bad. They're closer to that 7 to 10 mix than they are 11 and below. That let's just see what happens. They're getting good performances out of kids. And the 4-game win streak, Kobe's averaging 31 points a game, by the way. How about that? Lip Ripper giving us some injury news from the ACC. And I'll be honest with you. This injury impacts what I'm thinking about later on tonight. It also depends on how I'm doing. It's been a rough couple days. Playing with the house money has not been as fun as playing with our money it was last week. Cooper Flagg done for the ACC tourney. Get him healed up. Yeah, John Shire after the game yesterday said, look, this is about getting him ready to make a deep run in the tournament, not this tournament, which I appreciate. And he's right. They're a number 1 seed right now if they get knocked out by North Carolina. By the way, that line, only 7.5. Carolina's been playing well lately. Man, I don't know. It's juicy. That's super, super tempting to me. No, it's not the recap bet of the day. Clyde, get buy her. If you owe her some shoes, get the woman some shoes. Come on now. Eric, my man, I watched Ben Johnson's press conference yesterday, and it's clearly one of the most detail-oriented coaches the Bears have ever hired besides Hallis and Dick. Enjoy the weather. Yeah, there is no doubt. I mean, What I love about him too, unscripted. He's just giving you what's in here and what's in here, which that's my kind of person. Kyle, cheering on the Illini in the Big Ten tournament. Maryland will be tough, but hopefully they can pull off. I'll do this for you. I'm not an Illini guy, but I'll do it for my people. ILLINI. Okay, because I don't have any allegiances to Maryland. They have been playing well, Illinois. They've won 4 straight, and so there we go. Godfather, I ask, I shall receive. There he is. I am a positive guy. I'm positive Ricketts is cheap. Man, Godfather, I know it's a good day when I got you. Chicago Bulls, Clyde says, might lose in Houston. Well, yes. I mean, Houston's really good. At this point, though, I don't know. It's the NBA. The Bulls were down 10 heading into the fourth and outscored the Nets by 16 because, that's a rat line. I know. God, it's like the magnets pulling me. A lot of sharps on Oregon today, +5 or 6.5, depending on where you shopped. You guys know where I stand with Sparty. I think they're special. They're up 14 here as we do this here in the second half. I was on Sparty today. I went, you want to call me Joe Public. Izzo is going to have this team ready to play. Oregon's been playing the last few days. At some point, the cream rises to the top. Best place to get my girlfriend some Jordan shoes? Try the Nike app, kid. Try the sneakers app, SNKRS. Depending on which one you're looking for. We'll see. Rooney, I have a Maryland future. That should be your allegiance. I forgot, Rooney. I forgot that you have what is it, 60-1? Rooney's got he took it. Look, Maryland's fun. And it's all about draws, we know, which, by the way, let's bring up the latest bracketology, which I've been doing here on the show. It's really, we know how this works. The hot team going in all of a sudden they're down 11 in the second half of a first round game. And you're like, what? How is this 3 seed or 4 seed failing like this? All right. So Illinois currently is 6, would play the winner of the playing game, which right now is North Carolina, San Diego State. I'm intrigued. I have a 20th anniversary of an Illinois-North Carolina game. I like the matchups. They're always so good here. Maryland, where are you? Maryland is currently a 4. I don't like the 5. Right now, they got BYU playing McNeese. I don't love that 5 matchup, but we'll see. You'd rather take a gamble with Mizzou money line at 350. I love Lips gambles, man. I wish I should be playing them more. I'm pulling them up. It's funny because I was like, by the way, the BYU Houston game today might be my favorite game on the board, and I'm scared as hell to touch it. I'm scared to lay the points, and I'm scared to take the points, which means run away and hide from those type of games. I'm also tempted by Florida, but and now I'm just like, I'm starting to get scared because we've lost a few here. So scared money's lost money, though. And that's what we've always said. Pulling up, is it Missouri +350? Oh, where the hell is that game? Help me out here, Lip. Help me out here, kid. Pausing the show here while everybody's coming on. Anyway, I'll find it. 45-1 is the ticket on Maryland there. Hey, Clyde, don't ask me to buy her shoes, okay? There's another app for you. Goat and sneakers. Great Jordan selections. Eric, this is the best time of the year regarding sports. NFL season's underway. March Madness, opening day of baseball, all of the above. Happy St. Patty's Day. Happy Pie Day, Cap and Guff. And it's also another day, but I'm not going to get into what that would mean. It involves eating a steak, so we'll start there. Chef Paul, happy Friday. Next Friday, we will be drinking. Next Friday, everybody. Next Friday, join Cap and me. We'll be at Hooters O'Hare. Next Friday, March 21st. First round of the tournament. The second day of the first round. Come watch the tournament with us. We're going to do the live recap lunch hour. I'll be doing that from Hooters O'Hare. If you know Chef Paul's going to be there. Chef Paul gave Hooters his recipe for their clam chowder. I think we should have him in the kitchen next week cooking up some of that clam chowder for those observing Lent. How about online? Clyde! Hey, there's this amazing thing. If you go to this thing called Google, it's awesome. What you can do is you can type in anything you want and you hit enter. Dude, go to the GOAT app, go to StockX, go to Nike. Lance Lim to the Cubs, maybe. As usual, Ricketts picking up table scraps. Burns would have looked so good in that number 1 spot, but you know the Cubs weren't spending $200+ million on him. Yeah, Lance Lim to the Cubs feels like it's picking up steam. I got you, Clyde. Pablo, I better see the Aviators next Friday. Recap Hooters. I'm going to put them on today because, damn it, we need a win. So they're coming on today. I know we didn't win last night because Purdue, as my old football coach used to say, sphinctered up. Thankfully, they got the win. But gosh, damn, come on. Game tips at 6:30. The Missouri game. The Missouri game tips at 6:30. Did that game go off the board recently? Because it was on here earlier, and now I don't see it. So check that up. Chef Paul, my 20-1 on the Bulls making the playoffs. I agree. I think it's honestly, Chef, what is that now? 10-1? That thing has dropped significantly. Hooters. Oh, with the Hooters sponsorship, hope you can get some lunch hour apparel. Would love to rock a long sleeve shirt or hoodie. There's been quite the call for apparel. Okay. We're going to have to figure that out. We're doing a little quick redesign. We're going to have new branding come Monday because the sponsorship starts Monday. Hooters will be with us. They will be the title sponsor of the lunch hour. They will also be sponsoring or featuring and partnering with some of our content on the channel. Called it last lunch hour. Bulls won 4 in a row. You did. Josh, you've actually called it. Haven't you called it like the last 2 because you thought they played on Wednesday? So technically, I think you did that. Will Cap be there or will he be zooming in from a jacuzzi in the Bahamas? Cap will be back from Mexico tomorrow. So Cap will be back next week for his regular. He will take over. By the way, he will take over the Bulls recaps on Saturday. So when they lose, you know who to point to for those who are cheering at home. But Cap will definitely be at Hooters next week. Appreciate your advice and friendship. Go White Sox. Absolutely. Kyle. Clyde, love using the Nike app to score some new kicks. It's great if you're a member. Yeah, do the memberships. It's all free. You know, it's all free. Get your girlfriend hooked up, wearing some sneakers. I always, sometimes when the good ones are out, I get my wife wearing them. Absolutely. Joe, I heard podcast this morning saying the White Sox might grab Nicky Lopez again to play shortstop. Joe, hear me out on that. I like that. I know. Dude, I will take Nicky Lopez over the current crop of guys they have there. I will. They know him. They liked him. Great teammate. Good in the room. Let him be the sure-handed guy that gets the position set for Colson Montgomery. I'm okay with that. By the way, I have a new podcast out this morning. Mine's a little different. We have Scotty Pasednik on. Pod spent a week down in minor league camp. A lot of people don't know that. The White Sox invited him down to talk base running. Spent a week with the minor leaguers. Of course, we walked down memory lane. Good friend of the program. Good friend of mine. Scotty Pods. That podcast is out here on the channel. Godfather, I hope the air conditioning isn't blowing out of the Tokyo Dome and Managa gives up a lot of long balls. Have you guys noticed? I think Taylor McGregor's been tweeting the size of the Japanese balls. I know what I just said. If you cut that out and let it ride, I get it. They're a tick smaller and they're wound tighter. Again, I'm laughing at my own 14-year-old mind. OD, wish I would have shared my 3-leg. I'm going to stop reading the comment. This is what I'm going to walk away. Save me from the rest of a bad night of picks. Sticking with the bets only. Appreciate, as I said to a friend, Matt Rooney, who's here at the show today, as I said to a friend earlier, thanks for the invite. Anytime you want to share, go ahead. It's been a little tough sledding. I had a couple of bad ones. Obviously, we know about Purdue. Did have a few things hit last night, small little ticks. Texas has been a nice little cash cow. North Carolina as well. Had BYU. They won outright. And, St. John. So, smaller plays trying to hit the big fish. But, yeah, share the picks. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got to start bench cut. I love it. Pablo coming through. What do we got here? Start bench cut coming down the pipeline. With all of this betting talk, best gambling movie, Start Rounders, Bench the Gambler, Cut 21. I'm starting. Can I start in Bench Rounders 2, which hasn't even, there's been talks of that for a long time. I'm hoping it happened. Rounders, definitely. Check. No, niet. Pay him. Pay that man his money. My guy Jordan, if he's watching this usually he's watching a little on delay. My buddy, my podiatrist buddy out in Rhode Island, getting a shout out today. He knows what I'm talking about. Pay him. Pay that man his money. We watch that movie at any point, anytime. If that movie's on, if there's 14 minutes left or 2 hours and 14 minutes left, I'm locked in. Okay. To your point, though, I'm actually going to the same order. Starting rounders, benching gambler, cutting 21. I agree with that. Looks like we got some picks coming in. Lip Ripper and OD are sharing them. Here we go. I'm going to get to those in a second as we get closer to bet on the day. What do the odds say about Ricketts staying under the luxury tax? It's off the board, Godfather, because he will. Can't even bet it because no one is. Pay that man his money, right? Pablo knows. Lip Ripper starting the gambler, benching rounders and cutting 21. Interesting. Gambler getting some love over rounders. If you haven't seen rounders, folks, at some point, maybe when the storms kick in, pour yourself something nice and watch a guy go after 3 stacks of high society. Eric, looks like Sparty is up big on Oregon, and Wisconsin's only 1.5-point favorites against UCLA. Hope the Illini win against Maryland. Some friends I know are taking Wisconsin on the money line today, which I think was a -120 the last I looked. So something to consider. The real Phil Simms. Good afternoon. How long will you guys be at Hooters next Friday? We'll be there for quite some time. I'd say at least 11 to 3. Cap might be there a little later. I have a flight to catch that night. So, but no, we'll be there for hours, and that's plural, watching games with you guys. State Police beating Matt Damon and Norton is underrated scary. I was silent when that happened. Great call. Ganja. Oh, Clyde. Illinois has to get revenge against Maryland. They've won 4 in a row. Illinois is trending up. Ganja Man, 420. Cubbies winning the division and the White Sox. Breaking another record for worst team in Major League history. I will not co-sign for that. Half of it, yes. Not the other half. See you there. The real Phil Simms in the flesh. We're going to have Phil Simms, Chef Paul. I think Pablo said he's coming. Man, there's going to be no one watching live. You guys are all going to be there. It's going to be great. All love to you too, Ganja. I get it. All right, let's look at some picks here from our guys. Let's go first with Lip Ripper. He's going with the Tennessee-Texas over. That's not a bad call, the way Texas has been scoring. They've been going to overtime a lot. Maryland -1. Going to piss off a lot of people in the room, Lip. Of course, you can bet it. For those of us using the apps in Illinois, unless we go physically in person, because Josh Whitman doesn't want us betting for or against his team, we can't bet that game. And your lock of the day, the BYU-Houston over. Very rarely do Houston over plays happen. Over 134. BYU has been some kind of fun to watch. And then Lip Ripper's asking OD to drop his plays. And guess what he did? He did just that. He dropped his plays. UConn -2.5. Let me get some of these games up here, folks, so you guys understand when and where these games are taking place. UConn is later. Obviously, all of these games are later. The BYU-Houston game, which I've said is my favorite game just as a fan on the board, 6 p.m. Mizzou so we're doing a parlay here. Tennessee money line +180 and game a lot going on. Are you playing? Okay, you're playing those all as a parlay. I'm guessing you're playing them I'm a big believer in loving what you love too. So if you're betting it all as a parlay, I hope you're playing some of it individually as well. Let's see. Clyde thinks the Sox are going 62-100, which honestly might give Will Venable manager of the year votes because that's a 21-game improvement. Ganja grew up when the Cubbies sucked and heard it from Sox fans his whole life. Got to return the favor. Hey, Ganja, both teams have since won a World Series, dude. I don't think it was way different before. I was talking about this with Pod yesterday on the podcast, how different it was prior to the White Sox and Cubs winning World Series. There was a true hatred for each other. And I think some of that has softened. I really do. With flag out, do you think Carolina has a chance? I do. I was pretty impressed to see how Duke calmed down with the 2 injuries and took over the game and made a run and held off Tech yesterday. I thought that was rather impressive. So We'll see. North Carolina's been playing much better basketball. Pablo, you have a lot of sports knowledge. You ever play basketball in high school or college? You look like the kind of guy that gets to the ball in the post and slaps it before making his move. Who's your Guff? Well, that's probably the guy, Pablo, I would have been. I always played bigger than I am. Yes, I played sports. I did not play basketball. I played football in high school and college. I ran track in high school and college. I love playing basketball, though. I play bigger. I had a 39-inch vert at one point. I'd rather have more rebounds than points. So it tells you what kind of scrappy player that I like and I used to like to be. Now I don't know about the knees. Godfather wants us to come to Hooters in Joliet. I'm only a mile from there. Would like to meet you and Cap. You know what? Hooters usually has to say as to where we go, but I am not opposed. So we have Godfather. We'll have a couple of appearances throughout the summer, and then we're going to run it back in the fall. We're going to be doing a once a month football show from a Hooters location. So it would not surprise me if we're down there. Should the Cubs not bring back Jed? Who do you think they should go after? The season is huge for him. I think Jed's coming back because I think the Cubs are winning the division. I do. So I think there's going to be continuity there. OD. Okay, so OD's explaining what he did here. UConn and Mizzou as a parlay. Tennessee money line and game total over as a parlay. 2 two-leggers going. Just added individual odds. And okay. Appreciate the breakdown there. Maddie Rooney wants to know my beer of choice tomorrow. So I listen to this. You want to tease an Irishman? I have to go downtown tomorrow morning. Oh, no shit. Guff's going to the parade. No, he's not. Going to be on the score at 9 a.m. with Bruce Levine, navigating through my people. So if you're down there after the show, do I join you for a cold one? It's a possibility. My beer of choice tomorrow. I'll probably have at least a Guinness, Rooney. If we're picking strictly Irish, I may just have a little Jameson too on the rocks. So, Pablo, I don't care if I'm at Hooters. I'm still going to be YouTube. I love it. Pablo watching, even though he's watching live. That's my kind of guy. David, hey, Guff, is the Phillies' number 2 prospect, Aiden Miller, outside the realm of possibility, even if Robert stays healthy and produces? I would say he probably is because here, I'll just to because I understand what you're saying because they have Trey Turner locked up forever, but I want to make sure so we know where he's ranked. He's high in the prospects ranking. Yeah, he's 27th overall. I'd be stunned if they were to. Robert's got to be doing something insane. A couple more here, guys, as we wrap up the week that was and is here on the Recap Lunch Hour. My older brother recently cussed my White Sox in front of me. He's a big Cub fan. Well, he doesn't have a lot to show for it either. I always say this. Some Cub fans, they have the arrogance of the Yankees with the banners of the White Sox. Just going to throw that out there. When you look up, there's the same 3 the White Sox have. Last one for the late night crew. Colorado State +1. Nice pregame for the early morning drinkers tomorrow. I think that's a midnight tip if I'm not mistaken, which means it's getting backlogged because of a game before it. I like the Rams. The Colorado State Boise State train has been very nice as of late. Always a fantastic choice, right? Especially this time of year. Godfather, Ricketts fires Horace, but who fires Ricketts? Can't do that when you own the team. Ganja Man, maybe we get the greenery flying tomorrow too. True. That's funny. Pablo, love pods, great ball player, nice guy, handsome SOB. Now on the podcast, great job, Guff. Thanks for the content. Oh, yeah, right out of the gate. I'm like, damn, you still look good. He's my guy. With the news about Ishbia not buying the Twins, any movement in regards to buying the Sox? Sox are going nowhere, guys. Ishbia is just grabbing up minority shares. I'm guessing that there's going to be kind of like a first right of refusal thing, but until Jerry, as long as Jerry's living and breathing, he will be the owner of your Chicago White Sox. All right, time for the bet of the day. Okay, time to get back on. Let's get back. Let's get a win today. Wrap up, which has been an up and down week. It's just been win one, lose one, win one, lose one. And today, I'm going with the team that, I don't think that these conference tournaments matter for the top dogs as much. And you usually see these guys bow out. You usually see the hot, desperate team. I think St. John's is out to prove the world wrong here. They have, they haven't won an Big East title since the 80s. Then you add the tournament to it. Defensively, they're so good and fun. I like this game. They get Marquette. Marquette's fun. Like, they're good. They're obviously well coached with Shaka Smart. This is a 5. I'm gonna make sure this game. Yeah, it's a 5:30 tip. So if you're gonna get this one in, it's probably better to get it in now. St. John's the 1, Marquette the 5. I'm riding St. John's. I think that they're a special team and they're out to prove. I don't know how much their seed changes at this point, and that's the key here. Currently, I think they're a 3. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, currently a 3 seed in the Midwest. They would get Kansas and Vanderbilt as a 6-11 if they knocked off UNC Wilmington. I love that matchup for them. And then you're talking about the 2 seed being Alabama. The idea of that offense versus that defense could be damn fun if it remained very chalk friendly. And then Houston is the 1. That would be interesting. Play the under because defense in those 2 games. So I like St. John's here. Hopefully you're following along. It's not a lot of points to lay. The line moved to, again, I'm always a big fan of shopping these. Currently on FanDuel, St. John's -3.5. So shop around if you have the ability to shop in your books. Shop around. The fact that it just jumped a point with us giving that pick, eyeballs are watching. I like the pick even more. Okay, I like the pick even more. Clyde, you would take that if it was 7. I'm hoping. So I laid the 5 with Michigan State in this game. I'm hoping. Knock on wood. My bad. I laid the 5.5. I think it was 5.5. I laid the 5.5 in this game. It's going to be a sweat coming down the stretch here, up 9 with 3:40 to go. And then I got a 2-team parlay where I bought some people down, but Memphis is not doing their share as of right now. So I do like St. John's. I'm hoping. Can't tell you my Final Four, Phil, until I see how the bracket breaks down, brother. I think the bracket and matchups are everything when you're talking about the Final Four. Speaking of which, brackets come out Sunday. Maybe we'll do some type of bracket. I have an idea for it. I'm going to kind of dot the I's over the weekend and see if we can make this run. But there's the bet of the day, a 5:30 tip. 5:30 tip. So let's ride into a great weekend. Just remember, ball don't lie. Absolutely a lip. And Pablo, finally, Guff, I know you're from Indiana, but you're a Chicago guy with the amazing weather. What's Guff's weekend recommendation? Enjoy and everything. Dabble your toes in as much trouble as possible. How you want to define trouble. Okay. Just be smart and be responsible. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Yes, it is. Take care of those around you and maybe do something, pay it forward, hold a door, buy a coffee for the person behind you. Do something different this weekend. Make yourself better. And let's all go into a great weekend with everything that's coming, guys. Best time of the year. The weather's phenomenal. Your friends, your family, we got each other. That's all that matters. Join us next Friday. We'll be at Hooters O'Hare to watch the first round of the NCAA tournament. Me and Cap, and we'll be doing the REKAP Lunch Hour live. For everybody at the REKAP, I appreciate you. Wraps up another week of the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff, me, Ryan McGuffey. Have an awesome day. Have a great weekend, and we will see